Hi guys, it's Rabbit, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my general makeup routine. This definitely fluctuates depending on the season of the year or how much time I have in the mornings. Just as an example, in the summer my skin tends to be a little bit more dewy and somewhat more oily, so I might skip a step or forego certain products compared to wintertime when the air is a little bit more dry and my skin kind of reflects that because it gets a little bit more, I don't know, like ashy, and it just feels dry and like it needs moisture in it. I will add a foundation and things like that. So just wanted to preface this with the fact that I definitely switch up certain steps, so this is not every single day how I do my makeup. Just as a little side note, this video is kind of related to the other video about the mineral powder / mineral foundation that I made. So today that is the powder / foundation that I am going to be using, and if you are interested in seeing the recipe that I follow to create that, I'll have a link somewhere here. And obviously if you are here because I linked you to here from that video, then welcome aboard, and let's go ahead and jump into my makeup routine. So today I'm just going to be going to my normal classes, teaching as well as attending my own graduate courses. So I'm not going to wear as heavy eyeshadow or go as heavy with my eye makeup in general as I would if I was going to a conference or if I was attending someone defending their thesis or proposing or something like that. So if there are no really high profile people involved, this is typically what I do. Starting off, I should say that I put on a moisturizer or a face lotion, and I think that this is a really important step in getting all of your face makeup to actually adhere to your skin. So, I mean, I guess I can't say that you absolutely have to, and in the summer, I even skip this step, but it's late October now, so my skin is definitely feeling a little dry, so today I use the Clinique, I think it's called Dramatically Moisturizing Lotion. It's in a little yellow bottle, and I should have brought it in here, but whatever, you can use whatever face moisturizer you want to. That is up to you. What I will be starting off with is my Hide the Blemish Concealer by Pasha. And I don't know how well you can see this. Sometimes my camera likes to focus, sometimes it doesn't. Although, as an aside, I am loving this new camera. It's pretty fabulous. And I'm using the shade number 2. So this is kind of what it looks like. And I just put it in some key areas. So I put it under my eyes. And then sometimes I'll just like draw it like under. Okay, so once you have it on your face, you can use a blending brush if you want to, but I'm just going to use my fingers and kind of blend it in. Okay, so this is a step that you can skip if you have like an actual eyeshadow primer, but I also take my concealer and I put it on my eyelids, so and kind of like up. And this kind of acts as like a cheap primer, so if you don't have one, then this can work for you. And I'm gonna try to let you guys see, and like, sorry I'm like tilted and looking like I have a mirror down here and then I have a mirror back there, so I'll try to situate myself to where I'm looking directly at you. Okay, so once you have your concealer on, however you want it, wherever you want it, this is where I go ahead and I use my powder. And like I already said at the beginning of the video, if you are interested in the recipe that I use to create this little concoction that I think is wonderful, then go ahead and click somewhere around here, or I'll also have the link in the little description box below. So just take your powder brush. You're going to want to dip it in there. Okay. Once you have the powder on there, I kind of apply mine in a weird way, and I know some of you are going to make fun of me, but I don't like swivel it and swish it on like this. I instead pat it on because I feel like when you swivel it, you kind of move around some of your makeup, and especially when I wear foundation, I notice this, so you definitely want to make sure you also get down onto your neck or your chest. One of the other really cool things about this face powder is that if you feel like you've gotten a little too heavy-handed with it, and I mentioned this a little bit on the video where I was discussing the recipe that I used to create this, you can go ahead and like kind of smooth it to take a little bit of the excess off. And this is why, as I was saying, you don't want to like start out rubbing it like this. You'll want to put that veil on there first, and then if it's too much, smooth it by swiveling your brush around on your face. So this helps you not look too pale. And so the next step that you want to do is, really, it's up to you. Like if you want to go ahead and like contour and highlight, you're welcome to go ahead and do that. I already have somewhat of a sunken in face, so I don't really worry too much about contouring and all of that, but you know, it's up to you. And I don't even really wear blushes too often. Again, it just depends on like what I'm doing and where I'm going. So I am actually going to start out with a pencil liner, and this was something that one of my friends was getting ready to throw out, and it was brand new. And a lot of my makeup products, to tell you guys the truth, are things that people were going to get rid of, and I was like, oh my goodness, are you really going to toss out this brand new whatever object it is that I see? And typically, you know, the conversation kind of progresses such that they're like, Rabbit, do you want to take it? And of course I'm like, yes. So that's pretty much how the story always goes. So a lot of these are like secondhand things, but this is in eyeliner / brow pencil by LA Colors. I don't know. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to just kind of mark it along my lash line. So I hope you guys can see this, but I need to get really close to my mirror so that I don't mess up my face. I will turn this a little bit so you can keep seeing as I do it. I actually usually use a liquid liner, but I ran out, so what can you do? So that's the first eye, and it looks good enough. Like, it's kind of not completely even, but I'm gonna fix that here in a second, so whatever. Okay, so I have my eyeliner on. I'm going to take just a little eyeshadow brush, and it's not anything too special. You don't have to use a brush for this. I usually actually use my fingers for most of my eye makeup application, especially when it comes to eyeshadows. But, you know, I'm just going to use a brush because that's what I grabbed when I carried everything into the bathroom. So I'm going to be using a little quad palette, the Rimmel London, I think it says Smoky Purple, and I'm not going to use all these colors because it might be a little too dramatic, but I'm going to be wearing a darker outfit today, so I wanted to incorporate some of the colors in there. So what I'm going to start off with is highlighting, and you want to take the lightest color in whatever your palette is or whatever you're going to be using, and you just want to sweep it in some key areas. So I'm going to start off by putting it under my eyebrow. Alright, after you've applied it to your brow bone, I like to put it kind of by the tear duct of my eye. So, same highlight shadow, and you just put it in there. And it's okay if you put a little too much because this is really easy to correct, so. I feel like it really opens the eye and just kind of lets your face pop a little bit. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but you also have the option, if you want to, of taking this same light eyeshadow and you can kind of like sweep it on top of your cheekbone. Again, if you're wanting to kind of define your cheeks a little bit, but my face is already a little bit gaunt, so I don't want to exaggerate that any. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that and move on to the next color. So I'm going to take next this kind of deeper purpley color. It's not the darkest one, but the, I guess, lavender puce. Not sure what color that is, but we will call it puce. And I'm going to again put it on my brush and just sweep it all over my eyelid even over the eyeliner. Okay, so now here comes the part where I want to actually kind of define my eyes and make them look a little deeper. So I'm going to take the darkest shade. This is the almost black purple. It's really, really pretty. And I'm going to put it on my brush. And I'm just going to sweep it kind of in the crease of my eye. You guys are probably thinking, oh, this is the worst video ever. Alright, so we're done with eyeshadow, or at least I'm done with eyeshadow. If you want to do something a little bit more crazy, go nuts, feel free. But I am going to finish off my eyes with a mascara. And this is just a really, really cheap dollar mascara that I just picked up from Walmart. One of the really good things about my eyelashes is that they are naturally long, so I don't really worry too much about high-end mascaras. This is the NYC Instant Lash Mascara. Okay, so I am done with my mascara, and this is how it looks. Then for this last step, it's really, again, just kind of up to you. You can do just lip gloss and then be out the door. If you feel like putting blush on now, you're welcome to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'm just going to end with a lipstick and a lip gloss. And this is a duo lipstick lip gloss that, again, I snatched from a friend who's going to throw it away. And I should mention that I only take makeup that has not been used. So I don't share like mascara wands or lipsticks just because, I don't know, I'm just a little bit paranoid about bacteria and stuff like that. But this was completely sealed when I snatched it from her prior to her throwing it away. So I don't know why she bought it if she wasn't going to use it. This is the LA Colors Lip Gloss Lipstick Duo in Natural. And here's what the lipstick looks like. And I'm just going to take it, and so the first thing that I do before I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm good to go, I actually take a piece of toilet paper. You can get a napkin if you want. And after I feel like I kind of have it on my lips how I want it, I know I don't want excess or anything, so I just take this and then I bite kind of down onto it. And that's what comes off. So I do it like 2 or 3 times. And okay, so it gets all that extra color off that would otherwise slip and slide onto your teeth. And then you're welcome to go ahead and take like another layer and put it on if you want to. I am okay with this color that I have right now, so I'm going to put that away, and then I'm going to whip out the lip gloss. Alright guys, and there you go. This is my normal, average, typical, everyday makeup routine. I think this is pretty good for just going to teach or going to my own classes. I'm not really going to be doing anything too wild, so no need for me to look too wild. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it's been helpful for some of you, or maybe just insightful as to what I do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you guys later.